I'm Sarah Borkson-Keeter with NAREITsREIT.com, and I'm here with Brad Case, NAREIT Senior Vice President for Research and Industry Information, to discuss property prices in July. Welcome, Brad.
Thanks very much.
So what did we see in terms of property prices during the month of July?
Well, July was a very strong month for real estate property values. We measure values using the FTSE NAREIT PureProperty Index series. It enables us to look at particular segments of the market, but also not just at REIT returns in those segments, but also at the unlevered change in property values for the properties that are owned by those publicly traded REITs. What it showed us during the month of July was that property values nationwide in all property types that we measured were up by 4.1%. So it's been a very strong month, and I think that's really a reflection of the underlying strength in the real estate market cycle. And we've seen that through the entire year. For 2016 year to date, property values have been up 12.1%. And when you incorporate the income that properties are generating, the total return at the property level during the month of July was 4.3%. So a very strong month.
And were there any other insights from the Pure Property Index?
The great thing about the Pure Property Index is it enables us to look at segments not just by property type, but also by region of the country. So for example, what we saw during July was that the south region of the country was the weakest performer, with property values up only 3.0%. But when you look at 2016 as a whole, the south region has been the strongest performer, with property values up by more than 15.2%. Now remember, when you're investing in real estate, you're not, generally speaking, getting just the property values. You're getting the total return, and you've used some debt to make that investment, so your equity returns are more than that. So a 15.2% property value increase year to date in the South region really represents very, very strong investors. But you can also go further. You can look at the combination of region and property type. So what we saw during July, for example, was that the strongest performing segment of the property market in the U.S. during July was office properties in the West region, which increased by 5.4% during the month. And you compare that to office properties in the Midwest region, which increased by 3.0%. So very strong performance across, across the country, but marked differences between the performances of properties of a given type in different parts of the country.
Great. Well, thanks very much, Brad.
It's my pleasure.
And for more news and analysis on all things property, be sure to visit REIT.com.